Learn the rhythm first, then figure out the notes.
Slow repetitions. Slow repetitions. Slow repetitions.
The basic technique that you do in your practice session should be about a third of your practice session.
I'll do that.
I like to do long bows, steady bows every single day for good tone.
When I used to play in the Dubuque Symphony, if I had 30 pages given to me to practice, one of the things I would do was find the hardest parts. Say there was a half of a page that was particularly difficult, I would copy it on my copy machine and actually use that as an etude and study that specifically. And if I did that then, before the concert, if I practiced diligently, I would find the 5 or 6 most difficult parts, practice them as etudes, as technique, not even thinking of them as something I was going to play in the concert, but to learn technique better, and then, lo and behold, when I would show up, it would be good. I would have it done and practiced very well.
Okay, so it's called the 3-penny technique. So every time you play a passage, every time it's successful, you put a penny in your stand. And then you have to get 3 pennies in a row. You even make the tiniest mistake, like just play a little bit ahead of the beat. You take all the pennies away, you restart. And then you cannot move on to the next even measure until you've achieved all 3 pennies in a row.
I learned this from a bassoon teacher of mine when I was in high school. Whatever the gold tempo was, he made me take it back half speed, and I was able to play the passage 3 times correctly without making any mistakes before I could bump it up 1 notch. If I was on the second time through and made a mistake, I had to go back and start all over again. So while it took me a long time to get through the passage work, it eventually got my motor skills and the dexterity taken care of. So I always practice half tempo and then build it back up from there.
Slow repetitions.
My practice tip is to not just practice the difficult measure or 2, the difficult passage, but practice then getting into the passage and then getting out of it again. So the approach and the departure from the really hard part, so that when you put it all together, it's one smooth passage.
Just from personal experience, I would say practice slowly. I know it's really frustrating because you want to just breeze through it, but don't, because you will make mistakes and it will sound
Slow repetitions. Slow repetitions.
It's like Perlman says. When you're learning a piece, if you play it fast, you learn slow. If you play it slow, you learn fast.
Get that.
Slow repetitions.
Start working at the end and work your way backwards to the beginning.
Madison Symphony in the
Best practice tip is to not over-practice, especially on the day of the performance. Don't make yourself crazy by practicing way too much. Do it beforehand.
My favorite practicing tip is to practice somewhere unusual. In fact, some of the best places to practice are in the bathroom. Go into the bathroom, close the door, and set up in there. There's great sound in the bathroom.
Slow repetitions.